Give me some action, Kit.
I'm tongue-tied. I'd like to say that I sit here and I talk to the most interesting people in the world, but tonight I have a beautiful young lady with me that has me a little bit. I got to get my composure. Hello, everyone. I'm Kit Carson. I sit here and I talk to the rock stars and the heroes and the gods all night long. And today I have a beautiful young lady with us that I want everyone to get to know. I would love for you to tell the world who you are and where you're from.
Everybody wants to sit with Kit. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
My name's Ella Hot Wheels.
Ella Hot Wheels.
And I'm from Oregon.
What about that hat? Hot Wheels. Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Always
Ella
gotta
Hot Wheels.
promote the brand, you know.
Always promoting your brand.
Staying on brand.
Stay on brand. So you're originally from Oregon.
Yeah.
What part of Oregon?
Eugene.
Eugene.
It's a dirty secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you, where do you claim home is now?
Vancouver, BC.
You're a Vancouver, BC girl now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got all
like
the
Vancouver.
outdoorsy stuff and
Yeah.
all the stuff you want in a city, so...
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you're just minutes away from absolutely nobody.
Yes.
Or you're,
In the middle of it all.
or you can be in the middle of it all. Or you can go the other direction, be in the middle of the ocean.
True.
You know, an hour in any direction and you can be in completely something different.
Yeah.
I've only been to Vancouver once, but I found it really pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I think it's one of the most beautiful places, but I'm biased because I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so...
My only regret is that I didn't do, am I kicking you over there, your bag? I wish I would have done the islands, I forget, Vancouver Island and some of those little islands up in there.
Yeah.
I would have liked the Puget Sound. I wish I would have gone up into there and explored it, but I didn't. There'll be another time.
There's still time.
There is time, there's plenty of time. Okay, so you're in Key West.
Mm-hmm.
When did you first come to Key West?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Like 3 days ago was my
Was your
2-year
two-year
anniversary.
Okay, and so what do you do?
I'm a dancer.
You're a dancer,
Yes.
a showgirl,
Yes.
performer, entertainer. You do the Ella Hot Wheels. You do a show.
Yeah, I travel all over the U.S. and Canada, and I do big showgirl shows.
Big
and I'm
showgirl.
known for my roller skate
That's
show.
your thing.
Yeah.
You're a roller skate.
That's the Hot Wheels.
Yes, you are. I mean, yes, that is. Got it.
Yeah.
So, what was your last big venue that you did perform at?
I think that was Michael's Men's Club
Oh yeah.
in Louisiana.
And you do a lot of competitions.
Yeah.
How many do you do a year?
I try to keep it to 3.
3 a year?
Yeah. Because they're stressful and I want to be able to build something fun and unique.
Right.
And that takes a lot of time and training. So, yeah, more than 3 and it's like too much.
The last competition you did was where?
What was the last one? I've been doing crew stuff, so I've been stage managing. So let's see, the last competition, that would be the EDI's Exotic Dancer Invitationals.
Oh yeah.
That was last summer.
Last summer.
Yeah.
Wow. What all awards have you won?
I'm really proud that I was nominated as Club Favorite
well,
Feature.
you know, hey, listen.
I didn't win.
Being nominated is in the game.
Yes,
And
thank you.
I mean, it's huge to be nominated, to be recognized.
Yeah.
So, how many awards have you been nominated for, and what all have you won?
I'm gonna have to count those up, but I don't know nominations wise. But
Give me a couple. What else?
well, I think most of them I won. Just
Okay.
nominated for a couple that I didn't win, but I won the Starlet division of the EDIs
All right.
2 years ago.
Okay.
That was a really big deal.
It is.
I won Miss Exotic World 2022.
Another big deal.
Yeah. Let's see. Miss Erotic United States. Miss Nude World Newcomer of the Year.
Where was that at?
That was in Illinois.
Oh yeah.
That one was a while ago. I can't remember.
So in these competitions, how many people are typically in them? 5, 10, 20?
Most of the ones that I've done, there's at least 10.
At least 10?
There's a few competitions that are 6.
Right.
I think that's the lowest it usually goes, but yeah, like 10 to 15. Yeah.
Well, how did you get into doing this? How did you start?
I went to school for dance.
For dance?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I decided, okay, I found out that some dancers were go-go dancing.
Right.
And that they were scared they were going to get kicked out of the school. I was in a university contemporary arts program.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm in an art school. We're supposed to push boundaries, you know. How come that's not an okay direction to go in? So it fired up my activist side. And I was like, all right, I'm going to take my college education and I'm going to go into adult entertainment. And I love that I get to improvise on stage and with the audience. The interactivity is really stimulating for me and living in the moment. I keep getting louder when there's people here. I hope I don't like peek your mic out. I'm yelling into it.
It's all right. Well, okay, so a little bit of a rebel.
Yes. I do feel like being an exotic dancer is like being an outlaw.
It is, but don't you find that it's become almost mainstream now?
Yes, it's a lot more acceptable now, yeah.
30, 40 years ago, it might have been more taboo, where now it's almost a career.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of women have made it a career over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know that it eats a lot of people up.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people get caught up in it in the moment, maybe,
Yeah.
which may be a bad moment. I know I see it around here, but I also see a lot of women 10 years later still doing it and buying houses and realizing that it's a living. It's a real profession. It's not just something I do for kicks.
It's what you make of it.
Absolutely, 100%. 100%.
I think there's a little bit of a free-for-all kind of feeling to it.
Right.
That maybe invites people from all walks of life and all economic statuses. So people can come in with a dance background like I did. People can come in with zero movement experience, no work experience.
Right.
And there are like survival workers. I think it's super important for there to be room for all of those kinds of people to, find whatever they can get out of the stripping
I've never
industry.
really contemplated it that much, but you're right. It crosses all boundaries, and it's an equal opportunity employer.
Maybe not gender, but there's not as many male strippers.
Well,
we want more.
I would say that there's less male strippers than there are females, by far. But I think that even that probably is growing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a separate thing, so I have not run into...
That's not in my world either. In full disclosure, the one and only time was when I was in college. Worked at a bar that we had a dance troupe come through, and I remember the owner of the bar, hey, Bobby Owens. Bobby said, all right, guys, it's going to be a little odd, but I'm going to do it. These guys are going to come in, and we're going to just women only. And I said, okay. And what a wild effing night that was. It was one of the craziest nights I've ever worked behind a bar. I made more money than you could ever imagine. It was crazy. It was crazy. But that was, 12 years ago maybe. But
I think that women clientele are growing very rapidly in strip clubs. For male dancers and female dancers.
I was going to say, I see more and more women coming in and out of the club than I used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wonder how long it's going to be before those clubs start having both male and female dancers.
Or male and female dancers dancing together in duos.
Well, you have some of those, but those tend to end up being sex shows.
Well, I've
Kinda,
seen
sorta.
it done. It really depends on the what rules the bar establishes. Because it can
Absolutely.
be done very well, very
absolutely.
sexy without being actual sex.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Right. It can be very exotic or erotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure. I haven't thought about it that deeply.
All I do is think about this stuff.
But I bet when we look at this video 5 years from now, we'll be laughing at ourselves, going, "Boy, how short-sighted were we?" It's already happened, or it still hasn't happened. I don't know which way it'll go.
The industry
Don't know.
changes really fast.
Yeah.
And often as a very fast reflection of the economy. So, yeah.
Yeah. I would say it is an industry that I'm sure feels the good and the bad very quickly.
Yeah.
You absolutely are probably the first one to know when the economy's terrible,
Yeah.
and you know when the economy's good. And as a traveling person, you know the economics of the area you're in, I'm sure, very well.
I try to look into it, but honestly, I'm just wanting to get booked all over. I love traveling, so
How many states have you been to?
I used to collect a keychain from each state,
Right?
and then someone broke into my truck and stole them all. So I was like,
Show me now.
maybe so sad, but yeah, I think I was up to 17.
17?
I've probably visited more states now. I need one of those maps that you
Right.
like scratch and
Yeah.
win. Yeah.
17. Where's your favorite places? I'm sure, not to single out any one, but like, give me your top 3 places you like going to.
Well, lately I'm obsessed with Montana and northern Idaho.
Okay.
I don't get to stop there and work, really. I'm trying to find
Is
some
that just
spots
that you're trying to find what?
places that I might be able to work in
Okay.
those states, but I just love driving through
Is it
that area.
the geographics of it? Beauty, the physical?
It's just gorgeous.
Right.
The trees and the rivers and
Yeah.
the animals and
I totally understand. I'm a bit of a country boy, and I miss that kind of thing sometimes a lot. Yeah. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho would be a really cool place to be.
Oh, I think I might have driven through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I took my guys on vacation. We didn't go to Montana. We went to South Dakota, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
Right in the foot of the Badlands, which was awesome.
So historical. It feels almost like you're back in pioneer days when you're over there.
I've lived on a 2x4 island for so long, you start forgetting that there's terra firma, there's actual ground, and there's places, not without, that doesn't have a building on every inch of dirt, where here there's like very little green space.
Yeah.
So Montana and Idaho, where else? What other places you're obsessed with?
Well, I haven't been there yet, but I really want to go to the Northeast.
Like as in Maine or New Hampshire?
And Canada too. I would love to go along the Northeast coast there.
You spend a lot of time in Canada, though. I mean, being in Vancouver, where all in Canada do you work?
Alberta.
Alberta?
And a little bit in Manitoba. And I used to work in British Columbia, where I live,
Right.
but I don't work there so much anymore, just for special events.
Right.
Yeah, I mostly work in Alberta. Yeah.
Why? Is that the oil fields there?
They call
they
it
have-
the Texas of Canada.
So there again, it's driven by the economy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's,
And a whole bunch of work hard, play hard kind
yeah,
of.
there's a whole bunch of people there working, making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And men come in to work in camps from all over Canada.
Sure.
So they're staying away from home, and camp life isn't the best, So when they get a
Sure.
chance to get out of it, they love going to the clubs and throwing money. So I like to be there to let it rain on me.
Make it rain, baby.
Yeah.
Make it rain. Well, that's cool. So Northeast is a place you'd like to go. Have you ever thought about international other than North America?
Yeah, it's just tough with work permits. But if I
Right.
get myself to a level where, some people have done it,
Right.
I just would need to be at a level where they could prove no one else could do the job that I'm doing. But I'd love to go to the UK.
Go to where?
The UK and Australia. Yeah, just because there's so many pole instructors.
Seem like those should be
I admire.
fairly easy to get to. But I guess Australia's always been a little difficult for work. I don't know about UK. Huh.
Yeah, I have my hands full with the United States and Canada right now, but
Yeah, there's.
I would go anywhere.
Yeah,
Almost
I mean,
anywhere. Yeah.
You like to travel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I pretty much get from you is you like to travel.
Yeah. The world gets smaller the more that you travel, but that makes you feel more connected to everybody,
Sure.
I think.
Do you ever think you're going to stop traveling and just settle down?
I don't want to.
That would just throw a wrench in the whole thing.
Yeah, I
Wow.
like life as
Right.
an adventure. I like a little bit of unexpected, and it makes me feel alive and in the moment.
How long are you here in Key West?
I'm leaving on Sunday, so I just have a couple more nights.
Wow. And when will you come back?
I'm planning late May into June. Yeah.
Somewhere late May or June.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
That's cool. Wow.
I'll miss you.
I will miss you too. You've been very special since the day I met you. I always like it when you're in town. I know what you like and don't like, and sometimes we can help you and sometimes we can't. And we'll leave that whole conversation to another day. Yeah, it's not what everybody thinks, but anyway, it's a pleasure having you. And I'm really glad you stopped by tonight.
Thanks for the invitation.
Well,
Really,
open
I'm
invitation.
excited finally sitting with Kit.
Anytime you ever want to come in and sit with me, I mean, I'd love it when you come back if you'd come sit and talk to me.
Give you an update?
Yeah, let's talk about where you've been and what you've done.
Okay.
You know, I'm
Sounds
sure the viewers would like to keep up with you. You know, I do.
Like that thought. Yeah.
I like keeping up with you. So anyway, well, I've got one last question for you. If you were a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be? Ooh. I know part
I'm
of
gonna
this.
have to say meat lovers.
Yeah, on a gluten-free crust.
Yes, on a gluten-free crust. Yeah.
Yeah, so there it is. She's going to be gluten-free on us.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. Thank you for coming, taking time out, or coming in early, because I know you're way early for you. And this is like waking up at 5 a.m. Well,
It's
not
worth
really.
it. You're worth it.
Damn right. Well, I want to thank you. Thank you for coming. Tim, thanks for everything. On behalf of myself, the crew, thanks everyone for watching. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye.